Hello there, welcome to Tiny Elephant. In this video, we're going to be making this cute hedgehog together. We're going to start by making a magic ring. To create the magic ring, I prefer to wrap the yarn around my fingers twice, insert the hook, pull through a loop, and chain one immediately. For the single crochet stitch, you will chain one at the beginning of the round. Typically, this chain one does not count as a stitch, meaning your first single crochet will be the very first stitch. So here we are, we've reached 6 single crochets. Now let's tighten the ring. So you'll have your yarn tail and 2 loops on the inside of the work. To identify which loop needs tightening, gently and slowly pull on your tail. Observe which strand of the double magic ring moves. Once we identify the moving strand, we firmly pull it to close the inner circle. Then, pull the tail nice and tight. And work a slip stitch to that first single crochet stitch of the round. Like this, with double loops, the magic ring doesn't loosen up. Round 2, still 6 single crochets. Chain 1, it doesn't count as a stitch. So in the same stitch, work a single crochet. You could place a stitch marker in this first stitch. Six stitches. Join with a slip stitch to the first single crochet stitch. Next round, we are going to do some increases. Chain 1, again, it doesn't count as a stitch. In the same stitch, work a single crochet. Then increase in the next stitch. So a regular single crochet, followed by an increase. Repeat that 3 times. We should have 9 stitches by now. Join as usual. Round 4. Repeat the previous round, so 9 single crochets. Join to the first stitch. Round 5. Chain 1. The pattern is 1 regular single crochet, followed by an increase. Repeat 3 more times. The last stitch should be a regular single crochet again. Round 6. Chain 1. This time we will work 2 regular single crochets, followed by an increase. Repeat that until the last stitch. Last stitch should be the regular single crochet. Join to the first single crochet stitch. Round 7. Chain 1, 3 regular single crochets, followed by an increase. Repeat 3 more times. Last stitch, just 1 single crochet. Join as usual. Round 8, chain 1. Work 4 regular single crochets, then an increase in the next stitch. Repeat that. Last stitch, again, a regular single crochet. Round 9. Chain 1, work 5 regular single crochets, followed by an increase in the next. Repeat that until last stitch. Last stitch, again, a regular single crochet. We will change the color for next round. Make sure not to completely finish the whole stitch. Instead, attach your second color. And then pull through to finish that stitch. And join with a slip stitch to the first single crochet. This is going to be our first slip stitch in round number 10. For this round we will do 29 slip stitches. 28 to go. Join to the first slip stitch. Chain 1 for the next round. And make 6 regular single crochets, and then an increase in the next. We will only take the back loops of the slip stitches. So insert the hook into back loop and a loop of round 9. This 2 loops. Make a single crochet. One more time. 6 stitches. Then increase. Go ahead and finish this round. Last stitch, again, a regular single crochet. Join to the first single crochet. Round 12. Chain 1, make 7 regular single crochets, then increase. Repeat that 3 more times. Last stitch, again, 1 single crochet. Join as usual. And I'm going to place a stitch marker in the working loop, and then sew the nose and eyes. I'm using brown thin yarn, making sure to leave a sufficiently long length. Ensure the beginning chain side is facing down. Insert the needle horizontally through the tip of the nose. Pull the yarn through, leaving a short tail, which we'll hide later. Wrap the yarn upwards. Reinsert the needle through the same position, and pull the yarn tight. Repeat the process. Wrap the yarn upwards. Insert the needle again, and pull tight. Continue this method, accumulating coils round by round until the white part is completely covered. Depending on the type of yarn you use, you may need to repeat this many times. Halfway done. Keep threading and wrapping. Now, I'm almost finished, and the white part is covered. Loop the remaining thread a few times. Then pull the yarn into the inner side. Without cutting the yarn, proceed to sew the eyes, positioning them where you see fit. Sew in a round shape. The second eye, fix the yarn on the inner side to complete. Now continue with round 13. Chain 2, at this point, it doesn't count as a stitch. So in the same stitch, work a double crochet. And also in following 5 stitches. I've got 6 double crochets now. Chain 1. Skip 1 stitch, in the next stitch, work a popcorn stitch. To do that, make 5 double crochets in the same stitch. It should look like a fan or a shell. Drop the loop from our hook. Insert our hook from front to back under the top 2 loops of the first double crochet of the group. Grab the dropped loop with the hook and pull it through the stitch. It's our first popcorn. Chain 2. And we are going to repeat that 10 more times. So skip a stitch again, make a popcorn in the next stitch. 5 double crochet in 1 stitch. Pull up the working loop on the hook so it is large and you don't have to worry about losing it. Then, remove the hook from the loop. Count back 5 double crochet stitches and insert your hook into the first double crochet you made. Hook the active loop. Chain 2. Keep going until you have 11 popcorns and 11 times of chain 2. I've reached 11 popcorns. Now skip 1 stitch, 1 more popcorn in the next. And chain 1 this time. Skip the next stitch, work 6 double crochets. Join with a slip stitch to the first double crochet stitch. Round 14. Chain 2, again, it doesn't count as a stitch. So still, make a double crochet in the 6 stitches. In the chain 1 space, work 2 double crochets. So we should have 8 double crochets by now. Continue, work a popcorn stitch in each of the following chain spaces. It's the first one, chain 2. Repeat that. I'll meet you back when I get 10 popcorns and 10 chain 2 spaces. I've reached 10 popcorns and 10 chain spaces. Continue to make one last popcorn. Without chaining. In this chain 1 space, make 2 double crochets. Then followed by 6 double crochets. Join with a slip stitch to first double crochet. Let's take a look at this. We have a total of 11 popcorns for this round. Round 15. Chain 2, 6 double crochets. Chain 1. And skip a stitch, make the first popcorn stitch in the next stitch. Chain 2, repeat that 10 more times. Now I have 11 popcorns and chain 2. In the next stitch, make one more popcorn. Then chain 1, skip next stitch, 6 double crochets into following stitches. Join as usual. 12 popcorns for this round. Round 16 is just like round 14. 6 regular double crochets first. Increase in the chain 1 space. Then popcorn in each of the chain 2 spaces. And chain 2, 10 times. Now I have done 11 popcorn stitch. After the last popcorn stitch, work straight 2 double crochets in the chain 1 space, without any chain. Then followed by 6 double crochets again. Don't miss that first stitch next to chain space. Round number 17. Always chain 2 at the beginning of a round. Work 6 double crochets. Chain 1. Skip the next stitch, do the first popcorn stitch in the next stitch. then just chain 1. And repeat that 10 more times. I have now 11 popcorns and 11 times of chain 1. Make one more popcorn into the next stitch. Chain 1. Then skip the next stitch. 6 double crochets eventually. Join with a slip stitch. Round 18. Chain 2, work a double crochet in the same stitch. Then we will work a double crochet decrease. So 2 stitches turn into 1. Then a regular double crochet again in the next stitch. Then once more, do a double crochet decrease. In the chain 1 space, do 2 double crochets. We should have 6 stitches by now. Then make a popcorn stitch into each of the following 11 chain spaces. First, second, and 9 more to go. I have reached 11 popcorns. Make 2 double crochets in the chain space. Followed by a double crochet decrease. Then a regular stitch. Decrease again. Last stitch should be a regular one. Round 19. Chain 2. Directly make 2 double crochet decreases. First one. Second one. Then skip the next stitch, work a popcorn in the next. Then we skip 2 popcorn stitches, make a popcorn right after the second popcorn. Then skip 2 popcorns again, 1 more popcorn stitch. Repeat 3 more times. Now I should have 6 popcorns. Skip the last popcorn stitch, make 1 more popcorn in the next stitch. So we have 7 popcorns for this round. Skip next stitch, make 2 times of double crochet decreases. One, and 2. Join with a slip stitch. Let's fill it with stuffing before we start the next round. Continue with the last round. Chain 2, make a double crochet decrease. Popcorn stitch in the next stitch. Skip 2 popcorn stitches. Make a popcorn right next to it. Repeat 2 more times. We should have 4 popcorns for this last round. Make a last double crochet decrease finally. Join to the first decrease stitch. Leave a long tail for sewing. Now we could fasten off and cut the yarn. We are going to close that opening carefully with the yarn tail. Finished. You could hitch a chain, make it a pendant.